scheduled for 8 p.m. and you're welcome to start early. Yes, we're welcome to start early because, yeah, why not? Crickets. Steve,
Crickets.
where's the crickets? Oh, hello, everybody. Everybody needs
Hello.
somebody.
Hello, everyone.
Everybody.
Welcome back to
Oh, my
the
goodness.
welcome back to the stream. Grab your dumpster. Grab your. God damn it! I fucked up the opening.
Yeah, see, you're trying. Like, it's
I'm trying to be professional here. All right. I'm trying. I'm not succeeding, but I'm trying.
professional.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back
Oh,
to the dumpster. Grab your torches. Grab your your matches, where we set fire to the trash here that we talk about. Although tonight's trash isn't too bad to talk about. I rather enjoyed this week's trash that we're burning
it's
at the dumpster. So
enjoyable
grab
enough.
your soapboxes, and come welcome back and join us.
I try not to get on a soapbox too much. I don't want to be preachy.
You mean like the whole basis of your channel?
I'm not preachy. You think I'm preachy?
Sometimes. That's funny though. It's funny preachy. It's not annoying
I don't think I'm
preachy.
preachy. I'm, I don't think I'm preachy. Leave me alone. You're mean.
I never denied this.
Oh, I am suddenly tired. We need to talk about something quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yeah, what's that?
I don't know. So you checked out the Scooby Doo Five Nights at Freddy's video,
I did. You sent it to me, so I
and
watched it.
oh my lord!
Getting
Be
calls
right back.
already.
Be right back.
Apparently, he's got work stuff already, guys. So he's clearly distracted with other things. How y'all been? Going on with y'all's lives? I I have been working in the heat, and so is Kilted. So there's all that, and just existing. I don't want to talk about the movie just yet because I want to wait till he gets back to talk about it because we did. I think we both went and watched the last voyage of the Demeter. So you know, I have some thoughts. He has some thoughts. We both agree we enjoyed the movie, so that's a good thing. It was a pretty good movie, I would say. I don't want to give my opinions on it just yet because again, I want to start. Apparently, I don't really know what he's up to. Could easily just be doing something. I don't know. Thoughts? Well, I mean, uh, I got very Jeepers Creepers one vibes from this movie. You know, that's my thoughts on it so far. And I enjoyed Jeepers Creepers one. It's my favorite of the movies, and yeah, I like how the approach they kind of gave with this movie was very that vibe, and I like that vibe when it comes to my horror movies. I mean, it had some horror elements, but I wouldn't really call it a full-on horror movie. I mean, I didn't find it scary, really. It was still good. Still good. Interesting cartoon on the Tubi app. Okay, what you got? What's up, Sanguine? How you doing? Sanguine, I have a card from Magic the Gathering that has your name on it. Like it's called Sanguine Bond. One of my win cons in one of my Magic the Gathering decks. Wildcats, I have never heard what it's called, but it was Grifter from Flashpoint Paradox. And Drifter. Oh yeah. I combined it with my exquisite bond, and it basically lets me pull infinite like health combo. So all I have to do is like one bit of damage to somebody, and if I combine it with exquisite bond, so if as long as they take one damage, it breaks an infinite combo where like they're constantly taking damage. Because if I receive health, they lose health, and if they lose health, I gain health. So all I have to do is just one hit. I can hit them with a simple 1/1 flyer that they can't block, and then bam, infinite damage right then and there. So yeah, I'm I run two decks right now. I'm building the dragon. Well, I built the dragon deck, and then I am running. I'm building an angel deck next. So uh, let's see, brutal vampire deck, red, black, and white. Okay, not bad, not bad. I am my one of my friends is running a red, white, and blue deck. It causes chaos, and he calls it the America deck because that's all. He's not trying to win. He's just trying to cause chaos. So that's his deck. It revolves purely around causing chaos. He makes us switch our fields around and all that stuff. Oh, KRG? I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd be I feel like I'd be lying to you if I I'm lost. I get you're joking with me, but I don't get the reference. Okay. I I mean I'll look into it if you think it's worth looking into. So
See,
MNTH.
all this could have been so easily avoided, but no, I had to start early and everything. Second, we start early, my phone rings. Instead of being early, 5 minutes early, I got to get away from the stream. But no, could have been just a couple of minutes late. Hi, what are we talking
I have
about?
I have been rambling about Magic the Gathering.
Card crack? Card crack.
Yes,
It's
but
okay. Warhammer 40K is plastic crack.
I still haven't played Warhammer.
Don't you have enough vices in your life. You don't need more.
If you say so.
Oh no, I don't.
And there goes your work phone again.
I hate everyone.
Well, I'm trying my damnedest. Keep, everybody entertained, but I'm not funny, so I I try to be funny, guys. I fail a lot, but I try. Don't look at me like that. I'm look, Steve, I am not. I am still fresh into Magic. I don't know a lot about. I know how to play the game. I know how to build decks. I just don't know all the cards. So, like right now, my commander that I'm playing is Turgid, the goddess of fright, because I apparently am playing a salty deck. So, and then my other commander is Light Paws. She is my Voltron deck. So yeah. Well, right now my Turgid is mono black. my light paws is mono white, and my dragon deck is all 5 colors, and my angel deck is green and white. I am playing. I can't remember what the name of my commander is. Oh, I could pull up my commander. Give me a second. I got untapped on my computer, so I can pull up my deck. Oh, untapped. Where the fuck are you? Untapped. Untapped. Let's see. Oh, well, apparently Untapped has an update. So I have to wait for that to update. Shite. Basically, like, I think my commander for my angel deck. Oh, here we go. There we go. Yes, commander. Shalai, Voice of Plenty. Oh yeah, she grants all my planeswalk. So she gives me my planeswalkers and every creature I control has hexproof. But she's just since angels really play tribal, so right now I'm kind of like getting my dragon deck is tribal and my angel deck is tribal. So I'm trying to make it to where like, everything affects everything on my field, kind of like slivers. But my friend John is running a sliver deck, so um I'm not playing because apparently I think slivers and goblins are the best when it comes to tribal because they all like affect each other. I do believe. I am not 100% sure. I know a friend of mine. He looked up the stats for like the best tribal decks and all that stuff. So, I think slivers are at the top for that. I played the new precon sliver deck, and I liked it. I didn't really get much done with it, but Oh yeah, I have Eldrazi's. In my Turgid deck, I run Kolzak. Because the way Turgid works is whenever she no, she doesn't do anything except if you make other players at the table sacrifice cards or discard, they come to my field for free. So when I run Kolzak in my deck and it gives me Annihilator, makes my opponents so it's not just has to sacrifice permanents or discard permanents. If it's still if it's a sorcerer and instant, I don't get it because it's not a permanent that stays on the field. So, but with Kolzak, he has Annihilator 4. And if I swing with him, I don't even have to do damage, I have to swing. He makes my opponents get rid of like 4 permanents. And I usually target I have a guy who plays at our table who is playing a land gate deck because he doesn't like to win through like he likes the quick win. So he tries to get like a win without fighting. So I always target his lands just to fuck with him because I'm a dick. Because he's always trying to he doesn't want to challenge. So he's basically trying to play an Exodia deck with lands. But the thing is, his deck's so slow, so he has to have 10 cards to win. He has to have 10 lands in the win, 10 gates, and then one specific gate to get an automatic win. Well, just to fuck with him, I put a card called Platinum Angel in my deck that says I can't lose the game, my opponents can't win the game. And also I play Desolation in my Turgid deck, which makes every time a player taps for a land, they destroy a land. So or they sacrifice a land, so he can never technically have all 10 gates out. And it pisses him off, and I find it absolutely hilarious because I am a dick when it comes to Magic. And I find it funny. But just to make sure I'm not a dick all the time, I do play other decks. Like that's why I play my Light Paws deck, which is a Voltron deck who builds my commander up really, really, really quickly. So that way, I just like I can get her like if I get the right cards out, I get her like 300, and just knock you with commander damage just right then and there. But still, hitting somebody with 300 is basically an instant kill almost anyway, unless you're playing a life gain deck, which I not. I mean, target. I mean, not target. Light Pulse can be a life gain deck. Oh, a gremlin. What, like you mean like a card gremlin, dice gremlin, video game gremlin? Which gremlin? Because I I collect a lot of shit. You got to be more specific. Unofficial app. It's Untapped. I do believe that is what you're looking for. You know what? I will actually link Untapped in the Discord, or not the Discord, in the chat. So if anyone wants to play Magic for free, oh, absolutely, yes. I will absolutely screw with people at the table. I don't care about winning. There you go, guys. I have put the link in the chat to play the game for free. Yeah. So I don't care about winning Magic, but they're the dude who plays the gate deck at our table. All he cares
that was
about.
fun.
Hold on. All he cares about is winning, and so like he doesn't really like he's so obsessed with it. So I don't care if I win, so long as he loses, just to fuck with him. That's
Oh
fine.
God, yeah. Oh boy.
So that's the
one of my people put his ground rod through the water line going from the meter to the house.
So he's dumb. I mean, how I guess he wouldn't know. Look, you can't blame him for that. He doesn't know.
Oh Lord have mercy! So I get to go be a plumber tomorrow.
Also, Hunty, I also have a early Yu-Gi-Oh deck that is very hard to beat. By the way, I was much better at deck building at Yu-Gi-Oh than I was at Magic. But I've been playing Magic for about like 4 or 5 months now, so I'm still learning and building decks. But anyway, welcome
I played
back.
Yu-Gi-Oh on the Game Boy or the Nintendo, whichever one it was on, PlayStation. I played it on the consoles or some shit like that. That was the only time I played it. Never watched cards. Never did any of that stuff. No.
Well, the link that I just put in the chat, you can play Magic for free.
Woohoo!
If anyone's interested in that.
I missed the World of Warcraft trading card game. That was fun. I enjoyed that. And then what was the one? Hearthstone. That was mostly fun. Oh my goodness.
Well, welcome back.
Oh.
I have been talking Magic this entire time, so
I don't want to talk about work. I just want to cry.
You hear that, guys?
I swear to God, if my phone rings one more time. Anyway, how is everybody doing tonight? Just can't stop. Oh. Okay. All right. I'm okay. No. Why are you calling me?
You said if your phone rings one more time.
Oh, shut up, you prick. Very funny. I swear to God, don't you dare. Don't you dare call more.
I called him, guys.
You called my personal phone. Oh.
It's still a
no. Okay, so oh God, no.
So
Really, Steve? If you're being a plumber, do you have to pull your pants down in the back to show off my thong, baby?
Why would he wear? He doesn't wear shorts, guys. He wears a kilt. Remember?
Not at work anymore.
Yes, we know. They took your kilt away.
They took my kilt away. I'm so sad about that. So we were somewhere talking about this Scooby Doo Five Nights at Freddy's little mashup, and I want to show. I'm not going to show it all. If anybody hasn't seen it, not fair. Screen. Do 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 do.
When I doubt. I
Is
mean,
there anything on
well,
there?
the dude, yeah, the dude might come at you. Not come at you, but might have an
Oh
issue
no,
if you.
I'm not going to show. I'm not going to. Oh, excuse me. But let's take a look here. This is absolutely fantastic. Just the feel. I'm not going to put the volume on. I'm even going to play it. Let's see. Pause. Pause. Did you pause? I didn't pause. Just this part. I think the only thing you might have to worry about is like
The music
Warner Brothers
copyright.
coming after him. The music, not Warner Brothers, Hanna Barbera, whoever the fuck owns it, and all this stuff is just so neat. I love the Rankin Bass style animation. It's very. It just. I love it. I love it. I love it. Freddy Fazbear's, and of course, all the criticism it's getting. Where is it?
Oh, speaking of
Is
Freddy
because of
Fazbear's,
this right here.
while I was in the theaters today watching the Five Nights of the God damn it, the last Voyage of the Demeter, the trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's came on
Ooh.
the theater, so they're definitely advertising it.
Do-do-do. Hello, Sage the Kangaroo. How are you doing tonight? Flash movie made a CGI Christopher Reeves, and Secret Invasion used AI art for profit, while this guy just made a fun animation. He has over 1 million views on this video. So I think it's more popular. I think it's more positive than negative for him. You know, but a lot of voice actors and they're upset because of the whole Fred, Velma, Daphne, and SG Kluger used AI because unfortunately, as he says in his video, says on his channel that he didn't have the money, which is, I'm sorry, understandable. The animation, like this is to show off his animation. Why would you dunk? The dude's 23 years old. And yeah, I did a video on it, but I like to talk about it on the live stream as well. We'll get everybody else's opinion at the same time. Like the animation, it's fantastic. It's a nice little throwback, especially for Gen Xers and anybody else who watched all that stuff, the stop motion animation. I think it's
I mean,
fantastic.
I watched the Rudolph one as a kid, like the old those ones. Back in the day, they made a little series, like little Rudolph series
I like that he did the voice for Scooby.
himself.
Yep.
Hmm.
As Mr. Clugger right there. Looks like one of the classic animations from the old shows.
Looks like the
I just think it's
mailman.
great.
I'm pretty sure that is the mailman, just with a different hat. The guy who talked to Santa and delivered shit.
Ugh. I love it. I love I love the throwback. Highly weird is beyond hypocritical.
You can have more money.
Huh?
Sorry, my girlfriend is playing games behind me with
What's she playing? What's she playing?
We're playing Terrarium right now. It's like 2D Minecraft.
I know what Terraria is.
Well, I didn't know if you have it, you can join us in our world.
And what's the Starbound? Is it Starbound?
I don't know.
Well, there's a planet hopping sci-fi version of it. I think it's called Starbound. Let me see. Do 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 do. Yep. Yep. You're on a ship and you just hop from planet to planet, doing missions, doing all kinds of stuff. Oh, probably the same people.
Well, that's what she's doing with our friends right now over on the Discord. So, that's yeah. So I'm just kind of like just mining while just collecting resources at this point.
Is mining, collecting resources because you have a computer that can stream and play a game at the same time.
Well, actually, sir, you're hosting the stream, so I'm just here in the thing.
I'm just here.
I
You're
could
still
actually, I could do that actually though. My computer definitely can stream and host. So like stream, host, and play this game. It's a very nice computer. I love my computer.
yeah. I got an ancient ass fucking dinosaur laptop right now.
Well,
One of these days. One
why
of
don't you
these
go to?
days.
I mean, I don't know how much they're going to cost you, but you can go to Best Buy and you can get like an open box computer, and it'd be cheaper if it's
Yeah,
broken.
I know.
If it's broken, you just go return it, get your money back.
I know. I don't have any money right now. I is broke. I'm broken and broke.
Well, tell them to give you more money at USIC.
Oh yeah, that's how they are.
Go to your boss and be like, hey, I need more money.
I need more money for a computer. I need an advance on my paycheck from 2025. How about that?
Hey man,
Mm. So,
are you gonna play the video for everybody, or are you just gonna
what?
the Scooby Doo one?
I was just going through little snippets and everything. I don't want to play it. I got the link, and link is in the description. Go watch it after the stream.
By the way, guys,
If you have not watched it already, go watch it after the stream.
I informed him earlier
Give
that
him
the dude
support.
who made this probably made it because he combined Scooby Doo and
Five Nights at
Five Nights
Freddy's.
at Freddy's because Matthew Leonard, aka the guy who played Shaggy in the live action movie and he's been voice acting Shaggy in the cartoons for years now, except for the newest movie that came out. They actually didn't hire him because they didn't want to pay for him to play Shaggy.
That's because Casey Kasem is dead.
Yeah, but he said he wanted Matthew Leonard. He said Matthew Leonard did such a good job as Shaggy in the live action that he was the spiritual successor to Shaggy.
Oh, cool.
He chose Matthew Leonard to play Shaggy. So,
okay, Chris, what are we talking about? Sorry.
But Shaggy, Matthew Leonard is also playing William Afton, aka the murderer in
In
Five Nights
Five
at
Nights
Freddy's.
in the movie.
The movie, yes.
Cool.
He is playing Springtrap or William Afton, whichever you want to call him. He goes by many names: Springtrap, Burn Trap, William Afton, Glitch Trap. It's.
I tried.
The lore is confusing. All right.
Five Nights at Freddy's traumatized me. I played it. I played the first one in VR. No,
the second. There's a new one in VR coming out.
No, you can keep it. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna get it.
You go ahead and get it.
I beat the first one, and I didn't beat the DLC, but I did beat the main game of the first VR because I am not a little girl. I don't get scared.
Call me names all you want to. I don't give a shit. Ain't gonna bother me. What are you gonna try to do? I'm gonna pick on you. No, that kind of peer pressure does not work on me. I ain't doing it. Although apparently the PSVR 2,
I'll give you money if you play the whole game.
No.
I'll give you $500.
Oh shit, Jason.
Hey, Jason.
What are you the hell are you doing? What? Thank you. What are you doing? You want to come in? I sent you the link.
We're talking about. Well, we haven't started talking about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first green name in the chat. Yay! Celebrate.
Welcome, Jason.
Wrong one. Yay! Thank you. That is awesome. Wasn't it awesome and unexpected? My goodness.
You made his night.
Yes, you did. Sorry. Yeah. Oh man. Jason, I sent you the link. If you want to come join us just to hang out and bullshit. Yes.
But yes.
Matthew very gentle and loving and caressing. Thank you.
But yes, Matthew Leonard played Shaggy and is also playing William Afton. So that's probably what inspired this guy to make the crossover.
Oh, do you think it's going to be any good? You think they're going to be able to capture the spirit of horror? Yeah. Who's doing the movie?
Blumhouse.
Oh, okay. Low budget, good horror, or decent
Yeah,
enough horror. How many movies does Blumhouse? They just like pump out low budget horror movies that do pretty good.
yeah, I think so. And so the studios didn't want to take a chance on it, so they just didn't do it. And but because they're dumb and they don't like to make money. Oh, I also found out some unfortunate news about Markiplier's Iron Lung.
Mm,
He cannot release the new trailer for Iron Lung because
oh, yes, he can. He doesn't want to.
no, he legally cannot.
What?
He was playing. I was watching him play the new DLC for Five Nights at Freddy's Ruined. He says legally he cannot release it because it breaks. He is because he had to use WAG actors for his movie. He legally cannot show it and promote it because it goes against the strike. So they are forcing him to not to hide basically hide his trailer.
Wow.
So he cannot legally release the trailer just yet, which is dumb. It's his
You
movie.
love it, you're welcome.
He paid for it. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm
unfortunately, we will not be getting a Iron Lung trailer until this strike stuff is dealt with. Unfortunately.
What's up, Jason?
Hey, what up?
Hey,
How are you
Jason.
guys?
Where'd you go?
He disappeared.
Okay.
What happened? What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
That's right. It's just always easier to blame.
Oh bullshit! I didn't do anything. My hands. Didn't touch the mouse or anything.
Sure about that, man.
I'm positive about that.
Because suddenly I was just like, oh, okay.
Like all of a sudden you were talking and then nothing. I'm like, wait a minute. No, what happened? Where'd you go?
It's always easier to blame him. It's all right. We do it all the time.
Oh, yeah. Kilted, you can always blame me because I'm Norwegian.
Speaking of Norwegian, I was trying to figure out what would It's like, do we pick Superman or do we pick the Dracula movie? And it's like, nope, let's pick the Dracula movie because I did not know it was a Norwegian. Is it a Norwegian film or a Norwegian director or what's going on with that?
Director.
The director. I did not know that. So we'll go ahead and talk about it. Did you get a chance to see it, Jason?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
are you interested in seeing it? Are you? Well, I mean, I say spoilers.
I never care about spoilers when it comes to movies. Some movies, so that's completely fine by me.
I mean,
all right, if you say so.
Spoilers for a movie based on Bram Stoker's Dracula. How many spoilers can you actually have? What happens? Everybody dies.
Yeah. No, so it's André Øvredal. That's Norwegian director of this movie.
Take care of that pronunciation.
Yes, or if you're gonna try to say it in English, it's like André Øvre. I don't know how to pronounce his last name in English, but I can say his first name, André. He is also a known director from Troll Hunter, a Norwegian movie that was found footage horror-ish movie. So it was a really good one. He's also known for directing Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. And he also did The Autopsy of Jane Doe. He did the Mortal movie. That was a Norwegian movie. And Uma. He was exclusive producer or director on Uma. What that was produced by Sam Raimi.
Oh.
So he is working.
Troll Hunter. I want to check that out.
It's really good. So now he is known for doing some small things that have actually been pretty good. Actually, he's also written a pilot episode of a TV series on Fox some years ago. So yeah, no, he's the director of this movie. So that I think is pretty cool, to be honest.
I like learning new stuff. So, Last Voyage of the Demeter or Demeter?
Demeter.
Demeter.
That's the name of the goddess of for not fertility. She's the goddess of harvest, I do believe. She's the mother of Persephone, sister of Zeus and Hades, and yada yada yada. I know my Greek mythology. All right.
Yay!
I enjoy Greek mythology, sir. It's a great mythology. It's one of my favorites to learn about, and then Norse is my second favorite.
Coughing
That's
is
nice.
my third.
And then Egyptian is my third, I do believe. Favorite.
So how do we want to start talking about the movie? I enjoyed it.
I would
more
probably
than
if I had
criticize
to give it a grading, I would say I gave it like a 7 out of 10 personally.
Yeah.
7 out of 10 that's not bad. That's not bad for a movie.
I enjoyed it. I don't think
I
don't know if I'd
fun.
recommend people going to the theater to watch it, just because of the cost of the theaters. It's definitely a good watch.
It was $6 for me to go see because I went to the Celebrity Theater.
Oh well, shit. Yeah.
I will say, when it comes to like certain movies, rather just go to smaller cinemas, local cinemas, and support.
Yeah, that's
them.
what we have, a little small cinema called the Celebrity Theater out in where we live.
You consider that a small theater?
Smaller than the Grands.
How many screens?
But no, that's the way that's the way I think. Because after what happened with the whole coup and everything at that time, since one, I have worked in the cinema and I have connections around the cinema world and all that. So a lot of places, especially in Norway, this happened too, but especially in other countries too. What happened is that a lot of local cinemas, they almost shut down because of it, because they didn't earn anything. And a place where I used to work, they had to take a loan to actually keep the cinema open. So I did a lot of research. We talked about this on stream, actually. I'm not allowed to say the names of the cinemas, but a lot of local cinemas down here in Norway had to take loans and almost got shut down because
of the COVID.
Yeah, the stupid thing was that they delayed Spider-Man No Way Home to the next year. Yeah, so they were like, oh, the premiere is going to be this year, but we're going to delay it to the next year. So a lot of cinemas in Norway got fucked over, especially the small ones, the local ones. So I talked with my friend who still works at the cinema, and I just asked him if I can get, the emails and all that kind of stuff, and just ask them like personal stuff, like what's going on and how's this affected you and everything. And a lot of them, they didn't understand what the fuck was going on, because they had premieres on other movies other than Spider-Man. It was only Spider-Man that didn't have a premiere. That they should have had a premiere. So it had premiere on goddamn Matrix 4. They had a premiere on that and other movies. I'm just like, it makes no sense, because they're like, oh, because of the coup, we have to restrict everything and do this and this. But why is it just that movie and not everything else? It's just that one particular movie. So this became so big in Norway that it came in a newspaper. A lot of people got pissed off, and a lot of people traveled to Denmark or Sweden to watch the movie on the premiere day, because they still did it. They still had the premiere of Spider-Man, but not in Norway. So a lot of places in Norway got really hurt by this. And that's why I've always I will always support the smaller cinemas, the local ones. And that's the only times I will pay, is for the local ones. If I ever gonna go to a bigger cinema, I don't pay for it, because I'm just I just talk with my friend, and I will get a free ticket. But I never go to the big cinemas otherwise. Support the small guys. They deserve it. They deserve the money. They deserve the support. And they deserve to have the cinema open and not shut down.
Well, Kilton, that one technically is they always advertise every time I go over there. It's the only cinema. It's it's locally owned here in Lafayette.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, that's
I just want to say to people out there, please join a membership of the Kilted crew. Kilted 2023 and 2024. Come on, everybody. Let's all do it. Come on.
See, I don't even know how to promote myself.
Just pour yourself out there. How you do it?
It's there. Memberships are there. There's no real perks yet because I don't know what I'm doing. I'll figure it out
You will figure it out. And
eventually.
I'm happy that I was the first one, man. It's an honor.
Thank you. I, I don't know what to say.
You said it.
Um,
You said thank you.
I did. I said thank you.
You say.
So, Demeter. I like how it started off.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say about that? So, it takes place in 1987. The movie is based on the captain's logbook from Bram Stoker's Dracula, which I thought was very interesting. And obviously, I don't know how in depth those logbooks are in the book, or if it's just, or how much creative license they took with telling the story. The narration, the actor that's the captain, Captain Elliot in the movie, the captain of the Demeter, is played by Liam Cunningham, who I can't remember his name. He's from Game of Thrones. I can't
Yeah.
remember what character he played in Game of Thrones, but if you've seen the trailer, you know who I'm talking about. I thought he did a great job as the captain. Very stoic, very honorable, and of course, until that one little incident that we'll
I mean,
definitely talk about.
he had
God
a reason
damn,
for
this
that.
movie did not. This movie did not. This It didn't pull
Shy
any
away from child
punches.
murder.
No, it didn't. Oh my goodness. So how many people were on the crew entirely, like including
There was the captain, his grandson,
the cook,
the cook,
the first mate?
the the first mate, the I don't know what he was. That dude with the long
Oh
black
wait, did
hair
he
and the
say there was
beard.
9? He said it was 9. That was part of the narration. 9 total.
There was
Oh, what the,
the two
Jason?
there was the two dudes. The blonde guys. I don't think they were blonde, but that's
I don't know. I don't know what NOK is. Norwegian krona. I'll
Yeah,
go with
Norwegian
krona.
kroner. It's Norwegian kroner.
We'll go with that. Thank you again.
You deserve it,
Um,
brother.
so the movie
Just continue.
uh, starts off with the shipwreck of the Demeter, with
yeah.
the constable going in to investigate. It's a derelict ship. I did like how it started off like that to just give you. It's like, here's how everything ended, and then it backtracks. What I would say are the gypsies delivering the crates.
Yes.
I would
Well,
think that
they're not
it's a
gypsies. They're just people who live in Transylvania who've been under his
or at the
rule.
base of the castle, base of his castle,
Yeah, be
Yeah.
nice to the
delivering all
gypsies,
the
because I'm
crates.
a little
Yeah.
gypsy, so be nice to us. Or you're racist.
Well, I
Well.
mean, I criticize Little Mermaid, so I'm racist anyway. So too late.
I also have criticized it. I haven't seen it. I'm going to criticize it. I'm not going to watch it. I
Because it was
refuse.
garbage. It was terrible.
I refuse to subject myself to that.
But the captain is in town trying to get some more hands, 3 extra hands, and I don't know how in depth, in detail to go into the movie.
You can just go scene by scene if you want.
I'd have to remember scene by scene. You saw
Well,
it today.
Yeah, I did.
So
The
you got a bunch of guys playing cards at the table. The captain goes into the town to get more crew for the ship. You'll find out later this is going to be his last voyage. But you have everybody. You have all the people at the dock
trying to get a
playing cards
job.
and everything, looking for a job and all this other stuff. And of course, the trope, not the trope, but the guy that you expect to get on the ship, he doesn't get picked at first. Mr. Clemens, he's a doctor.
Which I mean, I will say this: I understand. Probably they just did it to possibly get, I don't know, according to do Hollywood's things. But I will say, during the time, there's no way that
They
anyone
would have brought a
in the
doctor on the board on ship.
no that there would be a black doctor. Like back then, they were not.
He
I don't
was
even think they were allowed to
the
practice
first,
medicine.
the first in 1897. So that's when the
Yeah.
movie took place.
I don't think they were allowed to. I don't think black people were allowed to practice medicine at that time period. I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong, but I'm pretty sure they were still slaves back then.
Somebody way smarter than us, let us know in the chat. But he talked about the first First black man to graduate from
Medical school.
Cambridge
Yeah,
or medical school.
yeah. He was the
And
first
that,
one to.
yeah, his word, he was supposed to be that he was going to be, he was traveling to be the personal physician of some king somewhere. His name had preceded him, but his
Oh,
skin color had not. So had a little animosity towards, the world he lived in. And his whole goal, he talked about his whole goal was he wanted the world to make sense.
yeah. I mean, it's whatever. I understand. Like back then, I mean, I'm pretty sure. Well, 18 in the 1800s.
I'm also looking at the reviews, and it actually has a lot of good reviews, to be honest, after
Yeah,
looking at that.
It was an enjoyable movie for
yeah.
sure.
Have
I
you?
also
Hey,
see I also see
it-
some people that have like that hates it, and one of the comments are
Oh, that's
the
a bit
whole
much.
production the whole production seems lost at sea.
I
Oh,
mean,
really? Oh, come on.
Jason,
The
have you ever
production
watched?
seems lost at sea.
You ever watched Jeepers Creepers, Jason?
Jeepers Creepers.
Yes.
I think let's see here. I think I have.
You've
Yes,
watched.
yes, 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 yes.
Gave me
Yes,
that
I
kind of
have.
vibe. That's the kind of vibe I feel like
Steve
this
comes to
movie
save the day.
this movie
Hi,
gave.
Steve.
Always
But
in
yeah,
to
no.
save the day.
So it did give it that feeling, like from
So
Jeepers
here we go.
Creepers.
Dr.
Yes, they
James
they
McCoon, I'm going to interrupt y'all. Dr. James McCoon Smith graduates from the University of Glasgow, becoming the first African American to earn a medical degree in 1837. So there we go. We have our answer.
Yep.
okay.
Do, do, bum, bum, bum,
Again,
bum,
I'm
bum.
not a big history buff, but anyway, what I
But
liked
hey,
about this movie,
the more you know. I
I
liked
like.
the atmosphere. I did like the tension, the build up, the music, the score for the different scenes. I did like that.
I feel like it was kind of I like why I say I compare it to the Jeepers Creepers movies. Like it's like they still show the creature or Dracula, but they don't show all of him. You just see glimpses of him really quickly, and like it's like there's still a bunch of mystery. I mean, granted, anyone who goes to this movie, you're gonna know you're seeing Dracula. Like it's no
Well, yeah,
mystery to who.
that's the premise of the movie. And of course, while they're loading all the crates onto the ship, like the villagers that deliver the crates, you immediately know what's in it because you see Dracula's dragon insignia, his family crest on the crates. If you're familiar with Dracula, you're familiar with that crest,
Ah,
It's the House of the
so
Dragon.
so the
House of the
guy
Dragon.
who plays the main character, basically, he also played Dr. Dre in that Straight Outta Compton movie.
Really?
Yeah, he did.
And this movie, spoiler for the end of the movie, I thought it
Everybody
was interesting.
dies.
They go, well, not everybody dies.
One
Uh,
It's not
survives.
Suicide
yeah,
Squad.
the black guy lives. the
Oh my
black man,
God.
black man lives. They don't kill him first.
Oh, oh man,
He,
that's special.
he's the only one who lives.
hmm
No, I
And I
also
thought it
will see
interesting.
that in
Yes,
movies.
the movie sets it up. There's a setup that there could be a sequel if they want to, but it almost sets up Dr. Clemens as
A
essentially
Helsing.
becoming a Van Helsing type character. I like that. I like the. We're gonna jump.
Okay.
We're jumping around throughout the whole freaking movie. Um,
Yeah,
the line at the
he
end.
wants revenge.
Well, the line at the end where he tells Dracula, "You don't scare. Like I'm not afraid of you, or you don't scare me." Or no, he says, "I'm not afraid of you. I'm not scared." And Dracula's like, "You will be." I
That
thought
was
that's his one line. That's Dracula's one line in the whole movie, besides mimicking other people. He says, "You will be."
yeah. He looks yeah, he does say that. I mean, I thought it was a good moment. I liked it.
Yeah. No, it has premiere tomorrow in Norway. It's premiere of the movie.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna see if I can talk to my friend, and then I will actually go and watch it.
Yeah,
I
the
would
definite
recommend it.
the
I also
definite
see that
pluses.
Blue Beetle is also has that Blue Beetle has premiere the same fucking day. I'm not gonna watch
When
that.
wait,
Blue
what?
Beetle's out already?
Hold on, whoa, 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 whoa.
I didn't know that was out.
Tomorrow here in Norway, it's out.
Ah, well,
Yep.
Release date is August 18th. So
Yep,
Wednesday, Thursday.
that's
So that comes
that's
out
too, that's
Alright.
Friday
2
for
days
me.
for us.
That's
That's also
Friday for
Friday
me.
for us too.
Well, you're from the
Yep.
future.
I am from the future. I am.
It's like the
Uh,
17th right now for you, isn't it? We're
yes,
still
it
stuck on the
is.
16th.
Yeah, it's 17th here, and the future still sucks, guys. Nothing much have changed.
Nothing much has
Um,
changed. But a
Other
definite
than
plus
I,
for the movie,
other,
like I said, is
I
definitely
was
the
gonna say,
atmosphere. Go ahead.
other than I did a membership in the future for you. I did it from the future.
Oh, from the okay.
I
it
gave you
doesn't
future money.
it doesn't exist yet.
It doesn't. So the entire movie takes place over 4 weeks.
A month.
Yep, 4 week. Well, 4 weeks specifically because the wording on it after they go through the wreckage and back to the beginning of the movie. One of the officers is just absolutely so traumatized with what he saw on the ship. He's like, "I'm not going back on there," and he has the logbook in his hand. And the constable takes it from him, and then it cuts to 4 weeks earlier, where they're delivering Dracula to the docks. And at one point, after the captain has all of his crew on there, one of the guys that they picked over Dr. Clemens, they're loading everything up, and he looks at the crate and recognizes the symbol, and he just kind of loses his shit. And
Yeah,
the
he knows
crate
it's
almost drops on his
Dracula.
grandson. Yeah, he knows it's an evil that they're bringing on board, and he doesn't want anything doesn't want anything to do with it. So some foreboding, foreshadowing, and that's how Mr. Clemens.
Somehow he knows that the Tempest family crest. Which, by the way, that is the name of the house of Dracula. His original
Yes,
name before he was
Vlad
Dracula was
Tepes.
Vlad Tepes. Yes.
Vlad the Impaler by Gwar. No, okay. Gwar. 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 No, okay. Anyway, do 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 do. I don't know how I feel with how often or how much they showed of Dracula in the first, I guess, 3/4 of the movie.
I mean, again, it wasn't like full on view. It was just him crawling around and I did. I mean, again, why I say felt like Jeepers Creepers because they kept like you like in the entire first movie of Jeepers Creepers you see him all throughout the movie, but you never
Mhm.
get a good look at him. And then until the very end, and and he's like, and he's hiding. Also, like I couldn't tell if like was he evolving throughout the movie? That's what it seemed
Yes.
like. Like he was getting stronger because he was drinking blood to
Hmm.
he slowly picking off one by one.
Mm.
That's what it
Yeah.
felt like. If
Obviously, yeah. Anna was a snack for the trip.
yeah, so they would have lived. It made it seem like they would have lived if they hadn't pulled her out of the crate. I think that's what they were trying to imply. Like
Yeah.
he
When
was
the
keeping.
when the crate fell, it cracked it and let some of the dirt out. But what I don't understand is okay, so they're checking the cargo hold and they open up all the crates. Why you just didn't like you saw where Anna came out of? She was in the dirt.
Yeah, why didn't you
Now, here's
check
some of the
all the?
problems with it. Why didn't you check in the dirt on all of them? Like, yeah,
But people weren't that smart. So
not that smart, panicking because of the situation, all that other stuff. So yeah,
but yeah,
how much do these different situations do you want to give a pass to?
I don't know.
They did
I
do a
don't.
few smart things. After a couple of people are dead, they go to search. They make rules: two people on watch at all times. Search the entire ship with guns. Everybody whipped out the guns for everything. So they were smart in that sense. But
Which I mean,
should have done it sooner.
yeah, you should have done it sooner. Like the thing that bothered me is like once you found there was a living person in a
In
crate, you should have probably started looking at all of the rest of them. You
maybe
know,
so.
but like so he they find a person in the crate, and then turns out like he was sneaking out every night. By the way, his box was not locked. It just looked like it was locked, which I thought that was cool. Like he
Mhm.
had it like the design of his own personal like crate was not
And it kept with the story of Dracula having to sleep in his own dirt from his home.
Yeah.
I did like that. Hold on, I got a
Yes.
cough.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Don't
But
choke,
like
man.
he was gonna snack on her the whole ride and then leave the crew alone, so that way no one would find out about him. I mean, they don't tell you this; it's just implied via environmental storytelling, which I do like. Like it's not told to you. I mean, she did eventually tell everybody, like, yeah, he's been feeding on me, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But I mean, you already assumed that. Like, whenever she came out, it's like, and the dude's like, "Oh, most of her blood is either infected or gone." You're like, "Oh, so Dracula's been, he brought himself a snack for the road."
Little midnight snack.
Like he was supposed to sneak out of his crate every night and get a little bit of piece of her just to make it through the voyage. But then they found out about her, rescued her from the crate, and
So
then
he
he's
started
now having
using
to
the
snack,
crew.
other people.
He started using the crew
Starting on the
as
animals
little
first.
rationing off the crew.
Yes. So I like that. I like the premise, like because of their own, like not fuck up, but they're basically the reason why they got killed.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
but
as
yeah,
far as like there is a child, the captain's grandson in this, and like right as he's there, everyone's going to die. If you're familiar at all with Bram Stoker's Dracula, you know nobody's going to live. If you see, all you have to do is really watch the trailers. That's Dracula. Dracula's going to live because that's the story. You know the story.
it's
On a,
Dracula. Like,
on the way to London,
Yep.
and that means everybody's got to die. Well, it just happens that one person lived. And I wondered, like, how long is it going to, like, what sort of demise is the kid going to go through? And my goodness,
it was quickish.
quickish well, I'm talking about when they were going to bury him at sea.
Oh yeah, no, that was
That was brutal.
So they did follow the whole, if you get bit by Dracula, you turn into a vampire. Now the whole reason why the girl, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the reason why the girl didn't turn into
the transfusions.
transfusion. The way they got past the vampiric disease in this movie was if you he was constant, since he was low on blood. She was low on blood. He swapped her blood out with human blood, therefore slowing her vampiric transformation.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was like, okay, I can see how that kind of works, but she's been bit by Dracula multiple. She should have been a vampire for long. She was there for multiple nights. She should have been a vampire, but I mean, I guess I'll let it slide with that.
There was a movie. There was a movie that did something like that. Bill Paxton Bill Paxton was a vampire. Near Dark. Did you ever see the movie Near Dark?
I did not.
You should. It's fantastic. Bill Paxton is a vampire, and I'm pretty sure it's the one. At
It's
the end
that
of it,
movie. It's that movie.
what's that?
Yep. No, it's that movie. I remember
It
what
is
movie
that
it
one
is.
where in the end he ends up giving a blood transfusion to one of the I think it was one of the women in the movie, and it actually works. She gets over the vampirism and is able to go back out into the sun. I thought it was pretty neat. At least I think it's that movie.
I'm not sure.
Steve says, well, you should go watch it. I'm going to watch it. Big part of if it involves drinking blood from the vampire in return. Yeah, is that I think that is part of Bram Stoker's Dracula story. You have to actually drink Dracula's blood in return to be turned into a vampire. Yes, no, maybe so.
I haven't seen the Stoker, the old Dracula movie. I haven't seen it, so I wouldn't know.
See, the part now, if you're talking about werewolves, werewolf gets, becoming a werewolf. All you have to do is be bitten by a werewolf. I need to clear my damn throat. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, the food shouldn't. That was about one of the other parts, like just being bitten, because it doesn't show. No part in the movie shows uh, Dracula giving blood to the kid or the one of the other crewmen. And when then suddenly, because they obviously become vampires because the sun comes up and they burst into flames,
Yeah.
quick, fast, and in a hurry, which makes the kid's death even more gruesome because it's in front of his grandfather, who
Yeah. So after the kid,
has his moment.
yeah. So the kid, basically Dracula uses one of the dudes who's been bitten by him to distract the crew. He sneaks into the captain quarters where they've locked the kid up and just guts him right in front of everybody. Well, they watch Dracula drink the boy's life away.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Pally Dan.
And oh, I didn't hit 1,000. Congratulations, Kilton.
Thank you.
And so they wrap the kid up.
Oh
in a
wait, that
sheet.
was sarcasm. Up yours.
No. What the fuck you mean?
Wait, did you really? Wait, you didn't know?
No, I didn't know.
Oh,
Aye, aye.
some wonderful friends I have. My goodness, God, I'm so sad. Not really.
Dude, I don't get on social media. If you posted it, I didn't see it.
I probably should. I probably should have said something.
You should have.
I want to do. I might try to do just a celebratory live stream this weekend. I don't know yet.
You have to. You have to, man. You should.
I have to. I do have to thank everybody, but do I do it just on like just a talking, or do I do playing a game? I might do. I might.
Whatever you want. It's your channel.
Oh,
Depends on what you want, man.
I could do. I've been wanting to live stream Bendy and the Dark Revival. That's a possibility. I don't know. We'll see.
It is.
I'll figure it out between now and
Figure
then.
it out.
Well,
Or I'll just wing it. Or I'll wing it like a normal. Oh God, what are you eating?
lentil soup.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Red soup.
Lentil soup.
Bean. It's like a Greek soup.
I know what lentils are. I got a few bags of them in my pantry. Trying to figure out what the hell to do with them.
Point is, anyway, as we were saying, congratulations on 1,000.
Thank you.
But also, yeah, so the boy gets killed. They go to bury him out at sea. They have him wrapped. The grandfather is kind of like, the captain of the ship is kind of like, he's in that phase like, oh shit, like my grandson just died. Yeah, denial. He's very distraught about it. He's like going crazy a little bit. He sees like the foot kick, I think. Something moves, and he's like, no, he's still alive. He's still alive. So he rips the sheet off, trying to get to his grandson. And he's like, no, he's dead. And the kid opens his eyes and tries to eat his grandfather.
No, he goes up to him and he rips the tarp open, and you can see the kid. Is the skin tone? There's no color in his skin. Eyes are closed and everything. All of a sudden, kid opens his eyes. They're milky white, and grabs granddad,
trying to eat him.
And then the sun comes up,
and then burns the kid alive right in front of his So the grandfather's face is now scarred with burn marks where his grandson's hands were on his face. So.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
So I did like that they didn't pull any punches. Most of the deaths were quick, not a lot of I don't know how to describe it. Like my brain's not working. I don't know how to describe this. So talking about how often, like how much and how it's a combination of how much and how little, or I guess how soon they showed Dracula with how little they showed him. I guess maybe the combination of those two was okay. And
yeah, they never
until the final action scene, which is like, well, come on.
Most of the whole movie, he was hidden in the shadows.
Yeah,
like he was always tucked away in a corner somewhere. You saw a glimpse of his face or his back or his hand, but you never saw the full view of him. Which I thought,
if I play that, it'll have to be on Twitch, Hunty. I want to do something on my YouTube channel.
Which I thought was cool. that they did that. Like they not cool,
Yeah.
but like a good choice. It's kind of like the Jaws thing. Like less is more. They barely showed the creature, the shark. I get
The creature.
Shut up.
Creature feature. I like that, more and more you realize, like right at the beginning, Dracula is weak, but the more he feeds, the stronger he gets, the more mobile he gets, grows, at the end, by the end of the movie, he's got his wings, he's able to fly. I'm not sure, like, they went very Nosferatu with his look.
Yeah,
The
very
whole,
classic.
elongated, yeah, classic Nosferatu with just the bald, the just all fleshy with the massive fangs, massive teeth that he uses to just rip your throat out. But by the end, I thought, like,
He's
maybe
becoming more human looking.
why couldn't they have had him look human in the end on the ship though? I think that would have been an interesting touch where he just, I don't know, disguised.
Disguise
Well,
But I
himself
guess
as a
have
normal
the horror.
person.
Well, because
Yeah,
he's out in the open sea. Why disguise himself?
that's true.
There's no reason for that.
Yeah.
He's there to hunt his prey. He doesn't give a fuck. Like he really
And
doesn't.
yeah, and periodically, as one person after another starts dropping off, uh, what is this? I have to check that out in the private chat.
Yeah,
Ooh,
he
gotta get
doesn't. He
ready.
does at that point. He doesn't
Autopsy of Jane
care.
Doe. Okay, giving me
Now,
stuff to
I
giving me interesting stuff to watch, Jason.
I
Yep.
did
So
Oh, but
that
yeah,
read
that
the
is on the list.
as each member of the crew gets taken out, you I like the gradual degradation of the mental capacities of the crew. A bunch of words there, Jesus. Yeah, everybody pretty much just starts losing their shit. Everyone gets frustrated, anxiety, lack of sleep, and you see it take a toll on the crew. And I thought that was, I thought that was pretty well done.
yeah.
Everyone starts
Uh,
getting irrational.
And I'm
Lack
excited
of
to
yeah,
watch this
food.
movie.
I really enjoyed it. Then again, I like horror flicks or not. It wasn't really horror, honestly. There was no jump scares.
It was
One of the biggest
more
reasons
suspense. Go ahead.
one of the reasons I will watch it is because it's Andre. I like the
Mhm.
guy. I think he's a fantastic director from Norway. So I want to give him a chance with this new movie and see how he directed it and how it came out.
I think he did a good job, honestly. Like
Yeah.
he built up he made this all this there was never a scene that like really didn't feel like there was no tension. There always felt like there was tension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hunt, yeah, I got the reference as well.
No, because he's one of the directors I've wanted to work with. If I ever gonna make movies at some point, he's one of the directors from Norway I want to have on the team
You
on a
just know
movie.
so many people, or you just go out of your way to meet people. It's just I don't know
Yeah,
how
I
to
am.
met.
So I just pop up in the communities, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. Eh,
Yes. Okay. It's definitely a suspense thriller. It does get it a little. I don't know if you would call the ending, the final fight scene, essentially the boss fight. Call it a boss fight. They still lose.
They should not have been able to really do shit to him.
They really didn't. It was more of a distraction so they could jump off the boat.
Well, yeah. And that's why another reason why I know I keep saying it, like it reminded me of Jeepers Creepers, like nothing they did seemed to affect him. Like he's just an unstoppable force. But then again, they were shooting him with guns. And, everybody who knows if you fight a vampire, you don't use guns, you use, stakes. And I was surprised actually that the cross did nothing.
Well,
It's like vampires typically, recoil at the sight of a cross. He didn't even flinch. I mean, it is Dracula, so maybe.
All in all, I like the movie, but my number one issue was the whole, like, once you get to the end of the movie, there's 4 of them
it's
left.
better than Barbie.
Well, yeah, I'd watch it again for sure. I'll watch Last Voyage over Barbie. Yes. The whole idea, probably multiple faith. Okay, let's see. Faith of the people on the board. One of them was Catholic, very the cook, but he was dead, obviously.
Oh yeah,
So it could be the whole like Fright Night. You have to have faith for it to work.
he
That's another
had
great
faith.
vampire. God, that was another great vampire movie. Fright Night.
Yep. Yep. I
Welcome,
agree with that.
welcome
No,
to Fright Night.
that dude
For
definitely
real.
had faith. Faith didn't do shit.
Well,
Still got
no. No. As far as so when the crucifix, not the crucifix,
what's the crucifix? Yeah, he had a necklace
no,
crucifix.
no. There's a specific word for it. The rosary. When the kid had the rosary, Dracula didn't see. He didn't see it. It was just in the kid's hand as he was eating him. The only time the rosary was shown to him, I think the girl showed it to him.
No,
Right?
the captain did when he got strung up on the wheel, which I thought that was like he's like, oh, you're gonna show me the cross. He prostrated, hit the captain like Jesus on the wheel.
Oh yeah, tied him to it. Yeah.
Like, I don't give a shit about your faith. He doesn't say
Yeah.
it, but that's the I guess the intention, or not
Maybe
the
the captain
intention.
didn't have enough faith for it to work.
Like, and once he was discovered and he was out and about, all fucks were like just gone.
Well,
He was
he
like,
did that like when they were getting close to shore, as he was rationing everyone off, one person per night. And once he realized he was so close enough to shore, it was time for everyone to die. And that's when there were 4 people left. They came to the realization, it's like, well, you fight now or you die.
there was 5 people left.
2 on the
There was
crow's nest. Oh,
one
and
of the
well,
the captain,
Okay.
the girl, and then the doctor.
Oh, excuse me. Hunty says usually they make Dracula either an OP vampire or just throw out the old weaknesses of wooden stake. Wooden stakes are always like forever and a day. Well, except sparkly fucking. God, that was so stupid. Oh God! If there's
There,
ever like, can
well,
we
the
have a
thing
vampire?
is,
Can we have a massive purge of that movie series, the book series, just from everyone's brain?
the thing is,
Fucking
Hunting.
Twilight.
No one really knew what he was. They didn't know what the
He was
weaknesses.
just he was a
He's just
devil.
a monster. Yeah, he was the devil to them. They didn't know that he was a vampire. They didn't know that it was Dracula they were fighting.
Since we're talking about, movies like this, the first picture of a Toxic Avenger remake is out with Peter
Oh.
Dinklage as the Toxic Avenger.
Oh, I saw that.
Don't know what this is.
No,
That
yeah.
is fantastic.
It's just him standing. Yeah.
Yep.
It's just, oh
So he's a
God.
Toxic Avenger.
Fuck Peter Dinklage. Fuck that dude. Oh, pompous ass little dwarf ruins the acting opportunities for other midgets. Yeah, I said midgets. Midgets, dwarf. Which one do you think? Well, we're gonna get off on a tangent now. Let's not do this. Let's finish this. I try not to get off on so many tangents, but it just happens.
Happens.
So
Man.
it just
Too
happens.
passionate.
Silver bullets don't kill. No, silver bullets don't kill.
They were not. No, silver does hurt vampires in old vampire mythology. It burns their skin because it's a
Hunty,
pure.
what about in White Wolf?
This is a pure metal.
Hunty brought off White Wolf vampire, so
it doesn't have to be a silver. It doesn't have to be a silver bullet. It just has to be silver. Silver is one of the. It's like, so for a little known like monster mythology thing. The reason why vampires could not see themselves in mirrors, the reflection of mirrors, is because back in those days, mirrors were the back of mirrors were lined with silver, and nowadays, if a vampire were look at themselves, in a mirror, they would still see themselves because it's not lined with silver. Silver is a pure metal, therefore it's like counter to the corruption that is the disease of vampires.
Hunty, I was talking about your reference to the Masquerade. White Wolf's vampires. That's what I was referencing. But back to what I was trying to say, like 5 to 10 minutes ago. the action set piece. It's essentially just, I don't know if it fit with the entire movie, where they gear up and start loading up the guns and make the plan to fight the bad guy in the end, and you think that, oh, it's going to be um, you know,
They get
some sort
wrecked
of last
immediately.
stand. They get fucking wrecked. But I wasn't sure, like that one little scene at the end. I did like, I don't know, but I still did enjoy the movie.
I
One of these
think
days I'm
their
gonna get better at reviewing movies.
I think their plan was retarded, honestly, because if that was in mind, they were like, "Oh, so the final plan was okay. We can't beat him, so we're gonna. Obviously, these things don't like the sunlight, so we're gonna sink the ship, give him nowhere to run,
Hmm.
and then that's how we're gonna kill him." Why didn't they just
Instead
set?
of
Why didn't they just set fire to the boat and abandon ship? That would have been quicker, and it
during
would
the
have
day
worked. Yeah, during the day, they waited. They waited till night.
to
They're
try and
like
draw them
to
out to make
try and
sure,
draw him
because yeah.
out to yeah. When they were like what, like a half a mile from shore, right?
Hmm.
About that.
But
Why?
did they set this plan up on the last night?
No,
So
no, no.
I mean, it was
They knew that they were close to shore. Like, oh, we have a day from shore. They did they prepped the whole day prior. Like they were like, we're gonna sink the ship. Just set the fucking ship on fire with him in it in the middle of the ocean with the sun. Like he
yeah,
can't go anywhere.
turn the rudder out to sea, get on the
Yeah,
lifeboats, and go.
yeah.
But again, it's for the movie, so. And if it is from the captain's log, probably try to figure. I'm gonna have to go dig out that damn book and read it, because
Like
I do own Bram Stoker's Dracula.
like
Nice.
why didn't you just set the goddamn ship on fire? They're like, we're gonna sink the ship. Okay, cool. How are you gonna do that? We're gonna put a small hole in the hull at the bottom with an axe.
Yeah,
They
that
had
didn't. That just no.
like,
And that
the
dude was
plan.
dead when he fell to the bottom. I'm sorry.
No, no, the wood caved in and broke his fall. He would have survived that fall.
Ah.
He also hit ropes on the way down.
And the only thing happened was the bone was sticking out of his leg. Ow. Ah. Oh no, just barely. No. There wasn't a lot, like the goriest parts of the whole movie were pretty much the wounds and the animals and the people where Dracula bit them.
How's the
So
effects in
it
the
was
movie? How would you guys
what's
say
that?
the effects, the practical effects, and
Oh,
everything
pretty
else?
good. The CG
Oh
was a
yeah.
little
I think they were pretty. Yeah, they were well enough for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Better than She-Hulk.
Yes, definitely better than
Since we're making
She-Hulk.
comparisons to other movies.
Yeah, yeah.
The biggest complaint I have is that bastard Dracula killed the dog. The dog does die.
The whole movie was just
Really dark.
absolutely brutal. They pulled no punches. They went against the black guy dies first trope, which I like. How
I
intentional was it? I don't care. I got a
I
kick out of it.
I assumed my whole time watching the movie was just assuming he was going to live. I thought the girl was going to live too.
I thought everybody was gonna die. Like that was just, when the ship goes up, it's wrecked, it's a derelict, there's nobody alive on board. I was like cool. Let's see the story of how everybody dies. Which reminds me of the movie Fallen. Oh, you forgot what I said at the beginning. I told you I was going to tell you the story about how I almost died. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. God, I love that movie. Fallen,
Well,
go watch it if you haven't already. Been around for long. Anyway,
I mean,
stop.
all in all, I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was good.
And the final scene with Dr. Clemens has made port. He's in town and he's writing his own little journal. He's drawing a picture of Anna because he's also an artist. Mr. Captain, I can do everything. How did he lose? How did he go through?
Medical students did typically have to draw designs for human body and stuff like that. So
Okay,
art
fair
was
enough.
kind of art because they didn't have cameras back then, so they had to draw medical records and all that stuff. So it kind of came with the territory. Also, he went to a very good school, so he's an educated man. So I mean,
and also grew up on a ship, so he had a good, pretty decent backstory. But the way and the cane you knew, like they found the cane in the crate, but then when he's in the ship, you hear the thump thump, and it freaks Clemens out, and you hear it again.
That wasn't on a ship. That wasn't a bar. It wasn't a pub.
I know it was in the bar, but it was the thump thump that they did on the ship to
Yeah.
communicate throughout the ship, which was very odd because they didn't hear the one guy banging his face through the door. It's like, why didn't they hear that?
There was a storm.
Ah, was there?
I think
I don't think I
no
don't think there was a storm happening at that time.
no they were chasing something else. I can't remember what was happening.
No, they were talking up on deck. And it's like if thumping the frame of the ship reverberates throughout, his face banging through a wall. 30 Days of Night was a good one. Yes. Um, I just why weren't they able to hear that? Is that a nitpick? Maybe, but I don't know. You establish the ability for the sound to reverberate throughout the ship, but then when face smashing through a very solid door, that sound doesn't reverberate.
Plot. No.
Plot. I know.
The kid, so that way the kid can die. Because he was the distraction. Actually, they did hear the thumping. That's how they knew something was wrong with the kid. That's how
they heard it. They heard it after a little while.
Still heard it though.
It just I guess it would be a matter of just how they're cutting from one scene to another. Are those things happening at the same time? Is it actually cutting from one scene to another, or are they simultaneous? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I guess you could say that.
If they were simultaneous, you can leave it to your own interpretation.
Yep.
But yeah, at the end, the bar scene, Dracula's thumping his cane on the floor of the bar, freaking Dr. Clemens out,
wearing a very Jack the Ripper outfit.
Oh yeah, wearing the classic hat and the cloak.
Yeah, top.
I was hoping he would have just a regular face, like it was I was hoping it would just be the actor, but no, he still had the fangs and the pale skin.
He did what he did again. Another reason why compared to Jeepers, Jeepers Creepers, he looked just human enough to just wear like, if you're wearing normal clothing if you're not paying attention, you just miss it. You wouldn't even notice. He had a very high collar, top hat, trench coat. Everything was hidden. Yeah. He was always in the shadows and
dingy bar.
Yeah, if you're not paying attention, you'd miss it.
Yeah, and of course, the way the movie ends is, if they want to, it could be, are they setting up a sequel? It's it's there, and Dr. Clemens, he would take on, it looks like he would be taking on the role of like a Van Helsing role. So, like I said, all in all, I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah,
I like little fun movies. I can, you can be critical of a movie and still enjoy it.
I'm excited to see it. So.
Oh yeah, I think you'll like it.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see my view on it will be, because it's hard to please me. It's really hard to please me when it comes to movies.
You hate everything, remember?
Yeah, I hate everything. That's my thing. It's the same thing that I hate the Northman, and nobody's gonna let me forget that.
I've never seen the Northman. No.
90% of all my friends and the people in our community, Andre from Midnight Surge, good friend of mine, and he's also Norwegian himself. He likes the movie, loves the movie, and a lot of the other people in her community loves that movie, and I'm just like,
that's the William Dafoe movie, right?
Yeah, William Dafoe is in it, and a Swedish actor that I always forget the name on, Alexander something. No, I hated that movie. I said that's one of the worst movies I've seen. Like, I'd rather watch Dragon Ball Evolution than ever watching this ever again.
We don't speak of that movie.
I've heard that.
I have it on DVD just because of the fucking memes.
Well,
I have left.
It's so bad. It's so bad that I can actually have fun with it. That's how bad it is, and I'd rather watch that than The Northman any day of the week, because The Northman was so bad, the editing was so fucking terrible, the fighting was so fucking terrible, the dialogue was so fucking terrible, and everything was super fucking slow. Like, the fight scenes were so slow that you thought it was choreographed. That's how fucking slow it was. And yeah, I had so much issues with it, and the pacing issues were so bad.
Okay, is there a setting that I can just automatically have monetization on? Oh, limited.
Wait, what?
I get to I get to check. Okay, since my so obviously 1,000 subscribers, my channel is fully monetized. So
Yep.
when I upload a video, I have a whole bunch of extra shit to check off. Like the video I uploaded earlier, there's a bunch of extra stuff like self-regulating. What's in your
Yep.
video? Do you have language? Is it this? Is it that? Is it for advertising? Is it safe for advertisers and stuff? But before that, it's like, do you want to monetize it? It's like, yes, yes, I do. Just give me
Yes,
a
yes,
button so where
yes.
it's automatically monetized. Well, here, like the live streams that I listen to, they're always checking to see if it's like, are we still monetized? Are we still monetized? So, well, now I know what that looks like, and
Yep.
we're limited. It's not green, it's yellow. I'm sorry. I'm very easily amused. I'm getting a kick out of this. I'm sorry.
What do you
I'm
mean? Like,
just
so
Completely
because of the
fine, man.
language, your monetization becomes less?
it's limited ads, so not as many advertisers, like, which is very odd because like the stuff that we talk about, the stuff that we promote, like all these channels, all the stuff that that I'm sure Jason you follow. I don't know what channels you follow, Hoshiro, but all the stuff that I follow is pop culture shit, whether it's criticism or praise. And you would think with the demographic of people, the age demographic that follow channels like mine, like Nerdrotic, like Heel versus
Yep.
Babyface, and
Good
EFAP and
people.
everything, that
Good
age
people.
demographic, you would want to advertise everything to them because it's more beneficial to YouTube because YouTube, they want their cut, obviously. And the advertisers, well, they want to show their ads to the demographic that has fat wallets. And we're at a point where, sure, it's not just Gen X that has, we just have the money, we have the jobs, but it's also the silent majority, the people who just they vote with their wallets. They don't go run their mouths on Twitter. They don't do this. They go to work, they come home and they want their little escapes. They want all their little escapisms. So they use their wallet to vote. And I would think as many advertisers would want to jump in on stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but I hope everybody understood what I meant.
Fuck you.
Sure.
Huh?
I mean, I know like
I
people who
understood. I understood, man.
advertise to kids. They make a lot of money because
I
kids.
know. Well, you can't
Well,
advertise for kids because of COPA,
you
Children's
can
Online Protection Act or somewhere.
you can still show like flashy flashy fun things on screens in there, but like, Mom, Dad, can you buy that for me? I want that.
I do kind of wonder how like some of the Lego channels, how they make their money, because you immediately think Legos kids, but no, Legos. I'm 49 years old. I got a room full of Legos. So I don't
I
know.
got
Yeah.
I got a bunch of like figurines behind me, so it's
Yeah.
all
Oh, I picked up.
we all have our vices.
Yeah. Lego just put out the latest Series 2 of the Marvel Studios minifigures, and they changed it from the plastic bags to boxes. So you can't feel for which figure you're looking for, which is bullshit. But
Aw.
yeah, so I picked up 4 of them.
Yeah.
I got She-Hulk and Storm. So I'm very happy about that. Yes, I'm happy about picking up She-Hulk in a minifigure, okay? I like the
Depends
character.
on it
I
depends on which
enjoy the
version
character.
of the character is.
I
Like,
think
personally.
I want to say it's the version. I think it's the MCU version. It's her superhero outfit MCU version. I don't care. It's still She-Hulk. As far as I'm concerned, it's the version from the comic books. But the Storm figure is badass. It's the full white suit with her mohawk. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's a good one.
I'm
That's a good one.
I'm quite happy with that one.
Yeah, and I like
Unfortunately,
that one.
the other minifigure that I picked up was Echo. Who gives a fuck about that character? And
Yeah.
I think Kang in his Ant-Man Quantumania suit. I'll just keep his
Which
helmet
it
on.
wasn't. That wasn't that far from the actual comic suit, by the way.
Yeah, I just like he looks like a big robot suit. It's the
Yeah,
same
that's
reason. It's the same reason I like T'Challa, the T'Challa minifigure. He's not T'Challa. He's a Star Lord from the What If cartoon.
Yeah,
uh-huh.
what if? Yeah.
I like the look of the figure. Same reason that I like the look of the minifigure for Captain Falcon,
Yeah.
because
No, that's okay, man.
aesthetics are
Okay.
very important. I don't give a shit about the series. I like the look of the minifigure, the wings and shit. I like it. I dig it. And of course,
Yeah.
zombie Captain America.
The comics are.
I love
You should
Legos.
read the zombie comics. They're actually pretty good. The original zombie comics.
The original
I,
ones are good. They're
I
cool.
love when they basically use the Silver Surfer as bait to pull Galactus in, and it ate Galactus. I thought that was great.
Mhm.
Yeah,
There
no,
was something
a
else.
lot of the old comics are the best ones. I just recently saw that the new Magneto comic thing. They introduced a female-ish version of Magneto, and a sisterhood instead of a brotherhood.
Is
Why?
that canon or what if?
Yeah, no, that is for the new Marvel comics for Magneto. That is in
That's
616.
stupid.
No.
Yeah, and she looks like him too, like the suit. They're really like trying to copy him. I can show it right here. Let's see.
They're trying to replace Magneto now.
In his own comic.
Uh,
Yep. Yep.
Oh boy.
that hurt my soul.
Yep. So
Yeah,
yep, that's what
I
they're
thought
doing.
about it. There's something I say a lot, like the race changes, gender swaps, and all that stuff. It does. It's like I say, I don't care about it, and I thought about it after I said that in on one of the streams. It's like
It bothers me.
it kind of like it's.
It
I
It
guess
bothers the
bothers
hell
me all
out
the
of me.
time. I've always been
it's
against it.
yeah, it's situational.
I'd rather
My
them
main it's I think
make their own new
okay,
character.
a better way for me to put it is it's never my number one gripe. What I look for is good story, good writing. After that, we'll see. But changing, like taking, because what made me think about it is like, well, how would you? Because this went through my head almost immediately. How would you feel if they made a Tolkien story where Gandalf was a woman, and it'd be like, okay, I see the point everybody has. Never mind.
Yeah.
I almost want to retract my statement. So it's like it. I don't care because I'm not a massive fan of that genre. It's like, well, that's not fair. So
Yeah. Now, for
yeah,
me, I've always been against it because normally when they do a race swap or a gender swap, that means they're gonna fix the story. It's gonna be a different
fix.
character. It's not gonna be the character.
He,
None of us.
I don't know why they're complaining. He technically Magneto is a minority of his own. He's a
Mhm.
fucking Jewish Holocaust survivor.
He is. And they have fucked up Magneto for a long time now in the comics, even changing his name from Eric to Max. And yeah, they changed his whole name and a lot of other stuff in his continuity with his story. And yeah, he just gets fucked around, and now he gets fucked around in his own comic by, hey, we have a new character that is basically Magneto. Just, hey, she's cooler, you have to respect her. She's gonna be better because Magneto is just a forgotten character now. Nobody cares about him. We need a new character who is basically Magneto as a woman.
Greatest X-Men villain of all time.
Yeah, he used to. He used to be. But
Is he even a villain now?
He's never really been a villain,
he's never
honestly.
been a villain. He picks his own sides. He's his own person.
He does it everything. It's kind of like how
He
Victor
always has a
Von
plan. He always has a
like
plan.
it's kind of like how Doom is always like Doom is a villain. I will say that, but Doom also does what Doom does because he truly believes in his own
And so
head
does
that
Magneto. He does the
that
things he does because he has a lot of reasons because of his past. Yeah.
and he
A lot of
truly
stuff.
believes that what he's doing is the best route. Like he thinks that he's saving mutant kind by doing what he does.
But there's been, a lot of comics where we have helped the X-Men and then he fights them, He's always on his own side. He's not evil, he's not good. He is just on his own side.
Yeah.
That's the thing with him.
Yeah.
He's on his own side. He picks the sides that he knows that he needs to use for a certain reason, that he will help for a certain reason, or if there's like a big event, he might help the heroes. If there's like a big event that he is like, fuck, I need to actually help them, then I'm gonna do it.
If it means
And
saving mutants.
yeah. And I always got mad when they changed the origin. They were just like, oh, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch is no longer his biological kids.
Yeah, he tricked them into.
They fucked up the story. They fucked up the story because they are the kids. I will always say that Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch are the kids of Magneto with Polaris. They are the three biological kids, no matter what. I don't care what they did in the Marvel comics. They fucked it up. And it's also under Disney and all those other people. So everything gets changed, and that's how it is.
Yeah, it's. I didn't like that they. I don't like the change either. I've always liked that Quicksilver and Wanda were. Pietro and Wanda were his biological
Yes.
kids.
Yeah. Because that is the only thing that makes mostly sense, and that's how it was for many years till like, oh no, we're just gonna change it because this is also around the time where they try to kill off X-Men and mutants. Oh, look at that.
This is an article from July 22nd. Let's see, right?
Yep, I remember this.
Disney Plus. I missed this one because I'm actually interested because of
Do you know
showrun.
that the guy who makes this show now wanted to base a lot of the show on his homosexuality?
What?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Like
come
what?
He
on.
experienced
I've
life.
heard good things
Mm-hmm.
about DeMayo. Oh, that
He
he only
talked
wants
about
to
it.
hire people who are fans of the source
Magneto's
material.
never been gay, as far as I know.
Oh,
Not
no.
gay, but he was gonna put a lot of his personal life as a gay man in the show.
Oh, God. Please don't do that. Don't fuck this
Mm-hmm.
up.
Mm-hmm.
But this is showing this Disney Plus
I'm not
reveals
excited for the show.
Magneto's major role. What's that?
I'm not excited for the continuation of what they're doing
Uh,
now.
I have to give it a chance.
I'm gonna watch it, of
Apparently,
course, but
Magneto. Yeah. Well, we're lowering our expectations now.
Well, I told
Course,
you what they're trying to use it for. I think they're using the new show to bring Galactus into the MCU, like how they because Galactus
so
was
wait, hold
technically.
on. You go ahead.
Well, remember, I'm pretty sure I told you about this on a previous stream. When they ended the original X-Men show, it continued in a comic series, and they explained like the end of the comic basically explained how their world ended and how
yeah.
Galactus was born and brought into the 616 comics. Because technically,
Yeah.
Galactus existed before time.
Yeah. And also, basically, the writer of the show also hinted to that this show is going to take a lot of and reflect to a lot of modern issues that we have in this world. It's going to be really based on
Just
this
make a
age.
fun superhero cartoon. Oh
Yep,
boy.
but it's going to be more based on today's world of society and other stuff. That is what we got out of it, and that's why I'm not excited. After when I got to know all that plans with that show and all
Oh,
that.
not your father's Magneto. All right, I'm okay. I'm gonna look at that later.
So
I'm gonna look at that later. I don't want to look at that right now.
Hey, there you go. You got some
Not your
content.
father's Magneto. Why are you making the fucking show?
yep, there we go.
Oh,
Beo Di Maio revealed Sirius' story is informed by his experience as a black gay man, and he went on a whole ramble and talk about that.
mm.
Yep.
Stop.
We
Okay.
talked about this back in the day when
Yeah.
the show was announced, and we talked about it on other streams. And it's like, and it's under Disney at the same time, and I don't trust them. But if you want to give them a chance, you of course give them a chance.
I heard that Disney is possibly trying to sell Marvel off to Apple.
We
No,
will
Bob
see what
Iger's trying to
happens.
sell out all kinds of stuff. It's almost like a
Yeah,
flash sale.
yeah,
But I like how Steve puts it. So not
Yep.
actually today's world, but how Hollywood's perception of
Yep.
what today's world is, which
Yep.
is fucking fantasy.
yeah. And no, with the whole selling it, I believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
Because it's always he said, she said, 24/7 with them all the time. The Apple thing is not a new thing. That's an old rumor now. It just popped up again after some time.
Reset the clock.
Yep. So
But with
it's he
everything,
said,
I
she
mean,
said.
with everything going on, the was it the Shanghai studios or Singapore studios for Disney got shut for Lucasfilm got shut down. Uh, Everybody got fired. Like Disney's losing money. There's no denying it anymore. So maybe all the ideological nonsense they've been trying to pump out and all the changes and disrespecting beloved decades old characters finally catching up with them.
Yeah, but who knows? Like maybe they'll be like launch like a GoFundMe to the Twitter crowd and a
Oh,
chance
and
to
they'll
save.
make 5 cents. I
Yep.
mean, how can you fail when Rachel Zegler comes out and pretty much insults the source material, the original Snow White, over and over again? And the worst part is all that crap that she's been saying is from a year plus old. That's not like recent stuff. It was at like the interviews that she did with Gal Gadot, talking about, oh, it's not 1837 anymore, or some stupid shit like that. That was from last year's celebration, Disney celebration, not 2023. It was from 2022. So she's
Yep.
been running her mouth for a
And
while.
I thought Gal Gadot was supposed to be like not against
this
all this
is
ideological shit. Like,
Oh, what we got?
so I'm showing this picture is the supervising producer of the TV series X-Men 97, and she's a super wokey,
Yay!
Charlie Feldman.
Why
She's a
you
super
hurting me?
wokey
Why you
because you're
hurting me?
talking about the show, and
Yeah. Oh boy.
yeah, yeah. No, and she went super political on Twitter and other places, talking about Kyle Rittenhouse and all that kind of stuff. She had a lot of
Uh,
bad things to say about him. Um, and yeah, so she's a super wokey, and she's the supervising producer of the show. So like everything's gonna be okay, they're gonna have no offensive shit, yada yada yada. At the same time that he's gonna base it on his experience of being a black man, gay black man.
what's a red flag nowadays? Purple hair. Right?
not unless you're a therapist and that's a paycheck.
That's a paycheck. So how you guys feel so far, like with the series now that I given you more information about it?
I mean, I will give it
I'm a
its
foolish
chance.
optimist.
I like the X-Men. I grew up loving the X-Men, so I will give it its chance.
Oh yeah, cautious
I,
optimism, and I'm going to check
I
it
don't
out.
I don't trust
And
Disney as far as I can throw Disney, but
And the supervising director, Jake, on his Twitter, he said, fuck Trump. He's still your boy. Fuck you too. He
stop
attacked the
adver-
fans of,
stop
yep,
advertising your politics to prospective
yep,
fans. Like,
yep,
can we? Like, I
yep,
don't need to know anyone's
yep,
political beliefs, your religious beliefs, your kinks. I
yep,
don't need to know any of that stuff.
yep. It's the
Just
same thing that in 2021 you had Eric Lewald that said that the series will have a focus on adult themes in the 97 series. I
adult
remember that too.
there was adult themes in the original.
mature.
People were
I get. Do
dying.
you think maybe improper term? I can accept mature themes, mature stories.
Yeah,
When you say adult, the internet has an idea of what
yeah. I
adult
remember
themes
this is
are. Like,
Hollywood, this is Disney,
oh
and
god.
there's a lot of red flags with the show. That's what my point is with all of this. There's a lot of red flags with the show. So,
No, Hunter, you've
uh,
proven yourself.
no, no.
But you got to understand, a red flag is just a red flag. Okay.
Yep. No, so I don't trust this. I'm gonna give it a watch when it comes out. I'm gonna say my full opinion on it, but it's already red flags. I don't like the people behind it. I don't like the idea of what they're gonna do. Continuing this show back in the day would have been a lot better choice than actually focusing on the original story and original show. Um, but many red flags. So yeah.
They're going to show off how much of an allegory the X-Men stories have always been for, the segregation, the Jim Crow crap in the 50s and 60s.
No,
No,
X-Men
because
was
yes, obviously,
built
yeah.
around acceptance. Like that's what I've always said. It's like they like the whole point of the X-Men is like they will accept you as long as you were a mutant, no matter what you look like, what you do. Like, I mean, obviously you don't go around killing people, but um, you know, the whole point is that like people bitch about diversity. Like X-Men is like literally the Marvel token of this diversity.
X-Men have always been diverse as fuck. I remember one tweet I saw. There was a Disney shill. Was like, "Oh, finally we have diversity in X-Men. This is what we need." Yada yada. And I'm
Where
just
the
like,
fuck have you
"Tell."
been?
I just tweeted, "Tell me that you have read. Tell me you have not read X-Men with not telling me you have not read X-Men."
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
and
think
that was
yeah.
so fucking retarded, man. It's always
So
been diverse with a lot of people, a lot of different colors, genders, whatever. It's always been diverse. That's how X-Men always was. But they didn't force any diversity in it. It was just good characters.
but
And now I'm looking up
now that we've returned
Rachel Roth. Oh, okay.
from the tangent, if you haven't seen it, you should go see. Definitely, I would recommend anyone if they want to give it a shot, go watch the new Voyage of the Last Meter. I would recommend it if you want a good like monster flick. It's a good one.
Yep.
I am curious. I don't understand. How is this supposed to get people excited?
What
Oh,
is that?
Peter Dinklage as Toxic Avenger.
Is this for Marvel?
No,
No,
this is
the
this is
Toxic Avenger.
the first
Toxic Avenger
Toxic Avenger.
remake.
Peter Dinklage as the Toxic Avenger, which is
It's gonna
like
be a small one.
Ah,
It's
I
gonna be
understand.
like
It's
a
like,
little
oh, first set
chihuahua. I'm
photos,
sorry, I'm gonna
first
say he's
photos
gonna
of
be
this
like a
thing.
little chihuahua because he's a toxic Avenger and he's small. He is gonna be, yeah, he's a toxic chihuahua. It makes all sense now. Just call the movie Toxic Chihuahua, then we're all good.
Yeah, well, set photos, getting people excited all over the place. Like, I don't know. I need more. Need more, more, more. So, where are we at?
Wearing a toot.
Is he wearing a tutu? Mm. Oh, so brief little talk. What are we? You want to talk about Superman
I mean we can. I know you said
episode?
you did.
But I have to go, guys.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I
yeah.
didn't-
Well, thank you
Well,
for still joining us.
Oh, of course, man. I want to pop in a little and give you guys support and Kilt it. Congratulations, buddy. Congratulations with the monetization and everything. Congratulations, man. You deserve it, brother. A
aha!
lot of good work.
I'm gonna figure.
You
I'll
found
remember.
out. Yeah. Hey, congratulations. You figured it out again.
I
But no,
figured it out again.
yeah. Yeah. But other than that, thank you for having me on. It's been a pleasure.
It's always a
And
pleasure.
same to you, brother. No, I'm excited to watch the movie. I'm gonna see if I can watch it in a couple of days, and then I will, come back to you with my view on it, how I look at the movie. But other than that, everybody, please try to, if you have the money, please try to be a member of this channel. So he has to do a lot more stuff. We need to boost him up, his ego and his work, all that kind of stuff.
He doesn't
So.
actually work in real life, so make him work.
Excuse me.
But people out there, thank you for supporting Kilted. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for supporting everyone here on this platform. It's an honor to do a lot of these podcasts and videos and stuff for you guys. Thank you for all the support. And as I always say before I leave, life's too short. Make the most of it. And we on this panel, we love you and we appreciate you. And we will see you, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. It was nice being here.
Thank you.
It was good having you. Thanks for joining us tonight, man. And go. Okay. Do 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 do.
Yeah, we can talk about it if you want.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the episode as a whole?
I
So,
like the premise.
my most recent episode of My Adventures with Superman introduces. Go ahead.
Mr. Plixel.
Mix
However you pronounce his goddamn
Mixus
name.
Pitalik. Mixus Pitalik. I always thought it was Mixelplick. I've heard it so many different pronunciations, and as I was watching it, when he shows up, I was like, "What the actual fuck?" Oh, we're already. Let's see. It's like, oh, we're already limited ads. I was like, what the actual fuck is this? Because it looks like a character from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, they
I think,
changed his appearance to
God,
a little too much for my
yeah,
enjoyment.
a little. It's. I don't necessarily have a problem with the anime style, but they went like they turned that one up. You know, not. He's how do I explain it? Thanks for hanging out, Jason. Um, yeah, just his look was too much. He didn't seem like a good bit of chaos, but not like reality bending chaos like he was in the other animated renditions of
Yeah,
him.
he seemed a lot less powerful. And this is the fourth wall being
Mm.
in the comics who was like one of the strongest people in the comics.
I wouldn't say less powerful, but he didn't bend reality all that much.
He could
And
if he wanted to kill Superman, he could. He's like, "Oh, you're stronger than me." Like, no, don't give me that shit. You go toe to toe with Trigun and Darkseid. Like, granted, yes, Superman does go toe to toe with Darkseid, but still,
howdy
it's
Frost.
it's I didn't really care for this version of Mr. Plixel, honestly. If
No.
I'm being
The bowler hat was in the episode, but it was like they had the League of Lois Lanes. And
which I think they ripped off Rick and Morty for that, but
yeah,
continue.
it's
The,
just
the
and of
one thing
course
the one thing I appreciated was the multiple anime references, which that pretty much verifies this is definitely like an anime show. Like, was the whole like they had a bunch of like for example they had the Berserk, they had Dragon Slayer from Berserk. Guts's sword was on the wall. The big sword that was from Berserk. They had some other references too. I kind of missed them, but they were there, and that is kind of like further cementing this is supposed to be like an anime Superman.
Mhm.
I also did like the callback to the other animated version of Superman. I thought that was neat. And whenever he started changing, he's like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" Because Clark Kent is Superman in every universe, and like he started switching him to like all the
Oh
different
yeah,
versions.
that was a neat one. Yeah,
It was a nice little callback.
I did not like the Lois Lanes at all. They irritated the hell out of me. They were irrational. If they came from universes where Clark Kent Superman was a good guy, why would they go after this particular universe is so hard and heavy without asking questions or anything like that? Like they shoot first and and don't ask questions. It's like that didn't make any sense. If they were Lois Lanes, the stronger, smarter, more advanced, the better Lois Lanes or whatever. And of course, why shoot first and not ask questions? That did not make any sense whatsoever. Like I think this episode, even with not liking Deathstroke's costume, this episode was the worst. That I just it didn't the the way, yeah, pretty much the Lois Lanes and the multiverse Lois Lanes, they were just out of character. Sorry, they just were. The whole attitudes and everything. I didn't. Yeah.
The only other thing I
And
also appreciated,
that's with the way they changed Mixelplick.
I didn't care for the Lois Lanes. I really didn't. And I don't know. Jimmy was there. He did nothing really, honestly. I did like that they showed they showed other versions of Superman. It's like not every version of Superman is good, by the way. Like I think they showed the what's it called? The Under the Red Sun Superman.
Yeah.
I think he was one of them. And then they had like a Resistance Fighter Superman. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, pretty
Which
much all the ones from the multiverse Lois Lanes were just strong, powerful women, but they were irrational. They they screwed the whole thing up. I mean, that's where it was. They screwed the whole thing up. They acted, they jumped the gun, jumped ahead, and it didn't make sense because their characters are supposed to be the smarter ones. They're supposed to be smart. If they were able to capture Mixelplick before, and they were able to capture all these different relics and keep them safe and keep them away, why the hell were they so stupid this one instance? Why would they do that? If they're
plot.
aware of the multiverse, like I said before, if they're aware of the different Supermen and it's like not all of them are good, not all of them are bad, why go hard and heavy on this one? Just because and he was tricked into helping Mixelplick, and that's how I'm going to pronounce it. I don't care. That's too many syllables.
That's probably why they jumped into it so quickly is because they were like, oh, he's instantly being manipulated by
But
Mixelplick.
shooting him like that?
Well,
Yeah.
to be fair, it is Superman. If he is, let's be honest, if he wanted to kill any of them, he could have instantly killed any
Mhm.
one of them.
I like
That's
what
the
Steve
whole-
said. Their intelligence operates at the speed of plot, and I think that the contrivance and the contrivance of it all is things. It's something I'm starting to notice more and more. Thanks, Mauler Rags. Thanks, EFAP. I love y'all. But I'm starting to be more critical of things like that. I want a little bit. I understand this is a movie about an alien from another planet landing on Earth and being superhero and all that other stuff. But
movie.
you know, again, another word, thanks to Robert Meyer Burnett, verisimilitude. I love that word. Lots of syllables. I like saying it. Verisimilitude,
Makes you sound smart.
which I ain't, but I like words. I like learning new words. That's why in most of my videos, if I have a question, it's like, hey, put it in the comments, correct me, do it. I welcome it. I don't like to be incorrect on something.
I mean, like when I
So
taught you what Chekhov's gun was,
I have I
you forgot
forgot
what
what the
Chekhov.
yes, I forgot what Chekhov's gun is.
That's the thing in like if you see something early in the movie, it's gonna be if it seems like it's important, it's gonna be important later. Like say for
I thought that
example,
was just a MacGuffin.
mm, it really depends. Like the whole
Let's
thing
look
is
it up.
like yeah, do the Google search. I know what it is. I just don't know the definition
Yeah.
of it.
Narrative principle that states that every element in a story must be necessary and irrelevant elements should be removed. I don't think that you should necessarily remove all irrelevant elements. Not everything has to be relevant. But as far as this episode went, I think the ending. I I'm concerned how the ending is going to affect Lois Lane and her
They
character.
just fixed their trust with him, and now they're fucking it
Well,
up
not just
again.
that. I actually like Lois Lane's character in this.
I do
She's
too.
not she's not perfect. She's not a girl boss. She makes mistakes. I've been saying this from the very beginning. Every single episode. You
No, I
know,
still like the show.
yeah, I mean I hated this fucking episode, but I like Lois Lane's character and how it's being portrayed where she's not just this she doesn't know how to do
Perfect.
everything. She's not perfect. She is not a Mary Sue. She is going on a character arc and I'm just the next two episodes are a two-part episode. And I'm like I think Steve has been mentioned it. They still have time to screw it up. And that is absolutely 100% correct. They still have time to screw up Lois Lane as a character, how she reacts. Because at the end of the episode, just to let everybody know, Mixelplick gets this archive of Superman from all these different dimensions that was locked away on like Lois Prime or whatever the hell that damn base was called. Um, so she gets a recording of the bad Superman in all these other dimensions. And she comes to this realization, and Mixelplick helps her, and she says, and tells her is that just like not every Lois Lane is perfect or is great in every dimension, not every Clark Kent is a hero. And it's like, okay, well, that makes sense. how is that going to affect her and her relationship and her interactions with Superman, with Clark Kent?
She's probably gonna be like cautious. Like if I'm gonna call it now. This is
Like
just
how?
this is just gonna be an assumption.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you, I'll put money on it, that next episode, like something's gonna happen, and Clark's gonna have like I'm gonna use quotes, a bad day. Like
Oh God,
shit's just
please
not gonna
fucking don't.
shit's not gonna go his way, and she's gonna freak out, thinking like the slightest thing could make him set off and become an evil Superman.
Oh no, God, you're gonna be right, son of a bitch. That is going to infuriate me if they do that in the last two episodes, or it's going to be some it's going to be. I can imagine it's going to be some nonsensical crap if they introduce. I'm not gonna. Well, fuck it. If these are the episodes where they introduce Brainiac and Brainiac some way is able to control Clark, that's going to piss me off. Like, hey, one or two episodes can just ruin the whole, like, my thoughts and my feelings on the whole season.
It's
Like,
not granted, it's
I
just
think they've been
it's just a
doing,
theory of mine, but
but
I think that's what they might be setting up for.
they've been doing a decent enough job portraying Lois and Clark as good characters, and by good characters I mean
Well
decent story
written,
progression, relatively well written.
relatable.
Um, yeah, relatable. They make mistakes. They jump the gun. I didn't like the whole date thing. Oh God, fucking Clark running around like a goddamn simp. I can do this and this and this and this and this and this and this. I'm like,
My guy,
yeah.
I have done that for my girlfriend. Don't give me that
Oh my
shit.
God. I've been out of this
My
dating pool forever and a
first
day,
off,
so I have
sir,
no
my
idea.
girlfriend loves the fact that I plan our dates. All right, she says that
And you're
is
saying that because she's sitting behind you and she'll hit you in the head.
she's already she went to bed, dude. No, she went to bed. I would say it in front of her because she has told me this, and I am proud that she is happy that I plan the dates because apparently the previous people that she has dated have
Have been less than desirable.
they winged it. So she told me
Oh,
our first Valentine's together. She told me like the last person she went on a Valentine's day with didn't make the reservation. She said we'll just go there and see if they're open. Didn't
oops.
get it, and they ended up she got all dressed up going out to Valentine's, and they went to through a McDonald's drive-through
Oh,
for
that's so
Valentine's dinner. I
That's
planned months in advance. Well, a month in advance.
Plan
Still,
a month in advance for the bonus hole.
Point is, she said that she likes that I plan our dates. So,
Yeah,
I was excited.
It puts because you're putting thought into it.
Yes,
And when she's gone so long with not being used to that, even the smallest of thing is going to resonate with her. So keep it up. Absolutely, keep it up.
I will. I love this woman.
Oh God. So, red kryptonite. What does red kryptonite do to Soupy?
It's just weak. It's at a much faster rate. It's kind of like the red sun effect. Red kryptonite.
What's the version that makes him like not so nice to be around?
What do you mean? Which version?
Is there a kryptonite version that makes him evil?
Yes, I can't remember what color it is. I can pull it up real quick. Let's see. Gold kryptonite. What does that do? Yeah, gold kryptonite might be the most dangerous of them all.
You're getting points in the chat here.
Well, thank you, Art. I appreciate that. But that's how I've always kind of been. I just I've always liked to make sure that I have a plan, and I also wanted to make sure she has a good night.
You're getting points with the chat, and I'm just sitting here like an idiot because I done forgot how to be in the dating pool. Oh yeah. So we have two: yellow kryptonite or the red kryptonite. Who is correct? Yellow, red. Fight, 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 fight.
Gold kryptonite increases power. I think silver,
yellow or red.
Silver makes him silver. Silver makes him hallucinate. Black kryptonite.
Okay, look for yellow and red.
Okay. X kryptonite. What the fuck is X kryptonite? hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna yellow kryptonite. Red kryptonite does. It just makes it's a faster version of green kryptonite. There, I typed in yellow. It just brought gold, permanently removing a Kryptonian's ability to process yellow. Oh, that's bad. Yellow or gold kryptonite basically nullifies a Kryptonian's power to absorb sunlight.
Black kryptonite makes Superman evil, almost as if he is transforming into Bizarro Superman. Can we get it? I wouldn't mind a good version of Bizarro Superman. One of my favorite episodes. This is going to be a tangent, not really a tangent.
What, the Super
When they brought
Friends?
Lobo, when they brought Lobo into the in the Superman cartoon, that was fantastic.
Speaking of Lobo, this might be a tad bit of a spoiler for you. You're still currently watching the new 52 movies, right?
The only one I watched was
Flashpoint.
yeah.
Well, the movie that takes place after the new 52 movie, Lobo is in it.
Ooh, yeah.
It's like they're one of the first movie they release after Flash resets the universe at the end of the new 52 universe. I'm not going to explain why he does it. You're going to have to watch the movies for yourself. I'm not going to spoil it.
Red kryptonite simply weakened Superman, but to a greater degree than green kryptonite. Red kryptonite was later shown to cause odd behavior. Let's go to the Wikipedia. That's a lot. Hold on. Was later shown to cause odd behavior or bizarre transformations, albeit temporary and non-fatal. The effects of red kryptonite typically last anywhere from 1 day to 2 days. Yada yada yada. So, drinking, pending red kryptonite makes Superman apathetic, while another piece transfers his superpowers into other humans. Oh, so.
The point is, multiple kryptonites do multiple things. I don't remember seeing
Yawning,
red kryptonite
motherfucker.
It's 10 o'clock, so we're getting to the point. But by the way, yes, everybody. Unfortunately, it is getting to that time.
Oh, that's in All Star. The Black Kryptonite is in All Star Superman, which takes place outside of the DC universe. Okay, so.
And then, of course, we know what the pink kryptonite does to him.
Oh, Superman has been turned evil by red kryptonite in comics and on Smallville, and on the CW series Supergirl. His cousin Kara became cruel and less empathetic when she was exposed to the substance. So yes, there is precedence for the red kryptonite. There is context, source material. There's source material for the red kryptonite turning into a douchebag.
Well, still, I'm calling it that something's going to happen. Clark's going to have like a bad day. Maybe the red kryptonite's going to make him angrier. And like it's gonna like small things like he's gonna trip over something, or I don't fucking know, like someone spills coffee on him, he's just gonna go angry, and then because of the red kryptonite's effect,
and I'm going to fucking lose my goddamn. That's too. Oh, don't fuck this up, man. That's too. I don't know. Predictable. Like because of this little revelation at the end of the episode where not all Supermen are good guys. So, I mean, yeah, naturally they're going to have to go into it in the next episode. Yay. Oh God, do you think the pink kryptonite is something that's affecting Jonathan Kent? Because oh no.
Why?
Oh, Jonathan Kent is in a gay relationship in the comic books.
His
Superman's
dad?
son? No.
Oh.
His son. Superman's son.
Yeah. I haven't read the new comics with that shit, all right?
Nobody's reading the new comic books because if people were reading the new comic books, they wouldn't have gotten canceled over and over and over again. Oh, that would piss off so many people. Oh God, some author needs to come out and take over Jonathan Kent Superman and make him be affected by pink kryptonite. The SJWs on Twitter would lose their collective, what little collective minds they have left. Oh, Viagra. Oh God, what? Really, Frost? What color is Light blue. Oh no.
And it comes in tiny little bottles.
Oi, oi, oi.
So what's next on the chopping block?
Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle.
It's coming out this weekend.
I'll be
Oh,
in
I have
Shreveport.
to. Oh,
I'll
I
be in
have
Shreveport this
to
weekend at a
watch.
convention.
I
I'm
have
gonna
to.
watch.
Okay, okay. I will be unavailable next Wednesday.
So we moving to a different day. We're just got to miss a week.
I don't want to miss a week. I'd like to try and avoid that. And you can't do yours on Tuesday.
Yes, correct.
Earlier or later?
Like on Wednesday
Monday or Thursday?
uh, it's up to you. I don't care. Well, no, Monday probably because I'm trying to stream on Thursdays now. So
Okay. So we'll do Monday. Okay. I'll put that on my channel because yes, I am going to be unavailable. I'm going to be hanging out with my dad next Wednesday.
what birthday something?
It's my mom's birthday,
Okay.
and she passed away Thanksgiving last year. So
That is
yeah,
information I didn't know.
it's as we're getting closer and closer. You know,
Well,
hi Dad, I love you. So yeah, that's my plan for next Wednesday, next week. You know, um, Jewel Kryptonite. But yeah, just a heads up. So next week's stream is going to be Dumpster-Fireside Chat. Is going to be on Monday because you have a social life and gaming on Tuesday nights.
I do. I play D&D every Tuesday. Well,
Uh,
actually, yesterday we played Magic. So we run 3 different
just random.
campaigns. No,
I
no,
have a question. Have you checked out Baldur's Gate 3 yet?
no, but I want to play
You
it now.
plan on it?
So yeah, when
I
I'm gonna finish fucking Hogwarts Legacy, and then I'm gonna stream Baldur's Gate before
Ooh,
Mario
I could do
RPG comes
that.
out.
I could do that. I think that'll be my plan for this weekend. This weekend, I'm going to push to finish. I'm going to stream Hogwarts Legacy from where I stopped and just push forward through it. Stream as long as I can. Oh, good lord, this could be a long day.
I'm gonna try to.
With little breaks to like feed, people.
I mean, you could always just order pizza and then have that. There, you gotta cook nothing.
This little fucker only eats Totino's cheese pizzas. He will not eat any other fucking pizza. So
Well,
ordering food, no.
better break him with
Although
that
I've
habit
seen,
then.
slowly but surely, I get him to try new stuff all the time, and he'll try it slowly but surely. But yeah, Monday night, the next week's stream is going to be early. It's going to be Monday night. We're going to be talking about Blue Beetle, and of course, the part 1 of 2 of the last episodes of Sailor Krypton.
Well,
Auntie, you should definitely get it. It really is a fantastic game.
this should be available now.
It should be available nice and cheap, but with when it comes to Baldur's Gate 3, I got too much shit coming out soon. Like in September, like okay, so we got okay, my brain just malfunctioned. Wow, Armored Core 6, that's coming out soon. Cost me some Starfield, which I'm not gonna have to worry about that. I'm gonna have to move the Xbox out of the bedroom because somebody's got to sleep and it ain't gonna be me. And then of course after that is Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. And from what I understand, people, they saying people just, before you do another playthrough, wait for Phantom Liberty to come out because there's so many changes. They're pretty much, they like essentially rebuilt the game from the ground up almost.
I never played the original, so
well, I might end up I might end up
What, doing a new
starting a
playthrough?
whole new playthrough so I can see Jackie die yet again for like the 8th fucking time, which is fun.
Well, the only games I'm excited so far, like I
Hold
said,
on,
Baldur's Gate.
Sanguine. What are you talking about? 8 days is too long. You think I'm not going to live stream? I mean, I show up on 540's. I show up on Jason's channel every other day. Why? Because he asks me.
Yeah,
I can say no. Yeah, in theory.
yeah. The only other games I'm looking forward to right now is Mario RPG and Baldur's Gate. I don't know, and I know people are it's whatever, but I like the Fable series, so I'm probably gonna get Fable 4.
That's not
So
coming out for a while, though, huh?
whenever it comes out, though, so far that's the only games I'm really looking forward to.
No. Well, I mean,
I
I'm
love.
obviously going to play it because it's on Xbox.
Well, I can
Day
play it on
one.
I can play it on my computer.
I can play it on my computer.
I don't have an Xbox, sir. I am a Sony man.
I'm a video game man. I just play
Yes,
video
well,
games. I
yes,
play
well,
video games on
I'm
the
only gonna
console that
pay.
is accessible. So,
I'm only gonna pay for the one console, and then I get Xbox games and PC games on this computer. So
and if I stream the game, I can write it off on my taxes.
yes, you can.
That is still such a wild fucking thought.
Every game, like my entire setup behind me can be written off as a tax write-off, but I don't do my own taxes, so I can't technically
Oh
write them
my
off.
goodness.
You have to do your own taxes. So
Well, yeah, I'm gonna get. Hopefully, one day I hope to have that problem.
what, filling out your own I-9 form?
having to file, taxes independently. Quarterly taxes.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
I'd
I'll
like
take.
that too.
I'll
But
take that problem.
I'd like that too, but sir, I am not popular online, so I don't make a cent. And again, I have, like I told the audience, and I'm just not funny and entertaining, but I understand that,
Why
and
don't you stream to Twitch? Twitch,
I do
like for as
I
far as as far as
I do
gaming streams
stream
go.
to Twitch.
What about Kick? I heard Kick is picking up.
I do. No one watches my streams. It's okay. It's all good. I do it for fun at this point. Also, I'm great. Yes, I haven't streamed in months. My first stream was last week, and that was like. But then again, I've been dealing with a lot of life stuff, like moving, all this shit, like work, getting a new girlfriend. At the time, whenever I stopped streaming because I started spending time with my girlfriend, and then I went to work, and then I started moving in with her a couple months later. So life happens. So.
Let's see.
Oh, Armored Core is 8 days away, is what Sanguine said.
Oh no. Armored Core is 8 days away.
You don't have to, Ark. It's fine.
Really?
Like I'm trying to stream every Thursdays, but around between somewhere between 3 and 5, maybe. But you ain't gotta worry about that, honestly. No. But anyway, Blue Beetle and Superman, 2 DC, DC. We're doing double D's next week.
Double D. Giggity.
But it is getting around that time.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. It's been wonderful hanging out, as usual, on the Dumpster Fireside chat. Great having Jason on again. I enjoy listening to y'all as well as running my dumbass mouth because I'm learning stuff too. It's fun. But you take the outro. I'm tired.
We teach you about comics and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you I know we spoiled a good bit of the movie, but if you get a chance to go see it, go see the movie. It was good. For what it was a good movie.
It was better than 65.
Yes, I will agree. It was better than 65.
It was a bad movie. Oh, it was so bad.
There are some parts in the movie where it gets a little preachy and a little political. Not really political, but Not would you say political? I don't know. But
Well,
the
speech
it's
was from
about
the doc,
race.
the whole part about from the doctor saying that when I talk and when I mentioned him being black and a doctor, and he was set up to be the personal physician of a king because his name had traveled, but his skin color had not. So it was what it was. And he wanted his whole goal was he wanted the world to make sense, and that's why he wanted to he wanted the monster, he wanted Dracula to make sense. Why is he doing what he's doing? It's like because he's hungry.
Yeah, I mean that's what
Arc,
Dracula.
Arc, just hit record. Arc, just hit record. Look, if y'all saw my super chat to Az and the gang on the Real BBC, I was genuine. I meant it. After hearing like ACG, that's another. He's a game review channel. I highly recommend it. ACG. He's funny. He's fantastic, and he does nice in-depth reviews. Talks about the games, and he puts his money where his mouth is. He made a video pretty much talking about just hit record, just fucking hit record, and Az and Gary and that whole gang. For 2.5 years, I talked about making my YouTube channel and saying, "Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I just need this, or I just need a better camera. I just need a better computer. Or I just need this." I sent a picture in my Discord of my headset. It's a $20 gaming headset that I got on sale. That's what I'm using. Just hit record. There's no such thing as a perfect time to do this. Find something you're interested. If there's something you're interested in, just hit record and start talking about it. People will congregate to you. People will share your videos. I got to 1,000 pretty much organically. Thank you all for helping me do this. Much appreciated.
I have a somewhat of a following, not a lot, and I'm not even entertaining. So if I can get people to watch me, not many, but still people, you can do it. Because I'm boring as fuck.
Yeah, and make sure you're not muted.
That I have made that mistake many a times.
Oh, we don't even need to talk. There's 3 video. Oh, what was it? The Gal Gadot video? I posted that fucker. And people in the comments, hey, we don't hear any sound. I went, you gotta be fucking kidding me. It was an 8.5, 9-minute video, no audio. There was another video that I recorded, like back at the beginning of the year, talking about comic book characters, and one of them, the first, the original trans character, and her ability was far more interesting. But her ability was she was able to like translocate with someone else in the world, and I thought that was a very interesting character. But the only thing they wanted to promote, the only advertising, the promotional material is like, oh, first trans this, first trans character that, first this. That's like you are failing at promoting.
Technically, wouldn't Mystique from the X-Men be one of the first trans characters because she can just change back and forth?
Yeah, but the whole thing is you're promoting it like you. I don't want to say you're promoting it wrong. It's like you're doing it wrong. Just like I've said, everybody's entitled. Everybody's allowed to say whatever they want to, but you need to understand the ramifications and the consequences of what you say. We all know these things. You're going to be judged on what you say. That's why Rachel Zegler's totally tanking. She's allowed to say all kinds of nonsensical crap, but what she's saying is turning people away from the movie she's supposed to be promoting. So if you're going to advertise the character, their abilities, their backstory, not don't go to the forefront with the checkbox. You're going to turn people off, especially nowadays where those sorts of things are a massive red flag for terrible storytelling.
Dude, the cast of the Dwarves is a red flag. The whole movie's a red flag.
Oh my god!
But we're gonna we're gonna go on a tangent. Just I'm gonna not to cut off your rant.
Okay, it's 10:20. It's after 10 o'clock. Yes, I still have more stuff to do, and I actually need to eat something. So yes, okay.
I gotta rein you in a little bit. Otherwise, we're gonna keep talking about it more. So
yep, I know.
But we continue this conversation next week.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Okay.
On this thing that we do here.
The way you do the things you do. I like.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.